Alright everybody, it is now October the 2nd, which means we're reaching into that season where a lot of different things are coming out. You know, you got Halloween decorations in the stores, and some places Christmas decorations are starting to come out. You know, Thanksgiving's not that far away, and of course Halloween, when the witches come out, is right around the corner. One of the things that always comes out around this time is one of my favorites, and that favorite is eggnog. No, it's not the alcoholic kind. Basically enough, I don't do that. What I do is expand a little bit when eggnog comes out, because it is a seasonal thing, and when I see it, I gorge. So, but anyway, enough about that. On to the ship. This is the last video for the 1/350th Polar Lights TOS USS Enterprise NCC 1701 model kit that I've been working on forever and a day, and it's finished. It is finished, besides maybe one or two last steps which really don't need to be discussed on camera because, well, it's just cleanup. But it is finished, and we're going to pan around now. I'm going to set the nog down so it's not in the screen anymore, and give us a look. And there she is, all nice and completed. Big decals are on, small decals are on, painting and stuff is happening. Let me scoot her up a little bit, some from that wall back there, so I can swivel her around. Got my lights up there on the wall on and stuff, so we can see what it looks like when we come around to total, you know, when I turn the main light out up there. But this ship is done, like I said, besides a couple of things that I have to go back and do. You know, that's it. And she's sitting pretty. Now, she won't be sitting on the shelf because, you know, something I hadn't mentioned before, but do want to bring up now, this ship is for sale. Yes, I am looking to part with this. Not to say that I don't want to get another one, but, you know, if you or someone you know would like to enjoy for a long time a one-of-a-kind build, I may add, of this model, you know, do feel free to get in contact with me. You know, be happy to I'll leave my email address in the discussion about this video, and you definitely feel free to give me an email, you know, as to discuss pricing and such. If you've watched all the 20-something odd videos of this, you know a lot of work has gone into it. You know, definitely is custom and definitely is nice. But save all that discussion for the email. Let's talk about the model. And one thing I do want to discuss about this that I did do for this ship was this deflector dish. Now, when you're putting it together, it is, you know, slightly flimsy. You know, when you look in there, you have that one thin little spot where the dish connects to the main housing. And, you know, I didn't like that. It moved around too much, and I wanted it much more sturdy. So what I wound up doing was I took part of a coat hanger, as coat hangers are my friends, took part of a metal coat hanger and drilled out a hole starting from possibly about right there, where a needle right there starts to come up, where it cones inwards, starting about right there, going backwards. And of course the dish already had, well, no, actually the dish needed a hole all the way through it, and then going, you know, into the stem back there, just going into the main housing, went back quite a ways, and, you know, put that in there, drop some epoxy on all that stuff, you know, sand it down, fill in any gaps, and paint it back over it, and what you have is a nice sturdy deflector that's not going anywhere. You know, now from here on out, what I plan on using, I've seen on modelmagic.com, is a metal casting of this piece. I think is all solid, you know, from the tip of the needle going, tip of the spire going all the way back through the dish and all the way back into the main housing. I believe that's all one solid piece, and that'd be lovely because I like for things to stay together forever if possible. So but that was bit of work we did there on that navigational deflector. You know, just something you can, you know, give a try to make it more sturdy and not just relying on your glue to keep it together, because sometimes, you know, if you're like me, you've got youngins and they like to get hold of things. Now, hopefully this won't be in the house too long, so I don't have to worry about that. But for anything else, for crying out loud, if you don't want it to break, get some metal reinforcement inside of it. That'll help a little bit. So, but anyway, going on through here, decals placed on there. Took a bit of time getting them on there, not too much time though. You know, a lot of listening to Stephen King's The Lawnmower Man story on the computer. Love that short story. Love the movies too. But you know, all these little details that go along with this. I mean, even including that one little decal right there with the words that I haven't a clue what they say. But you know, it's really cool. Then you come up and let me get that into some light. You get the big banners going down those warp engines. Those just look so cool. And the paint color on this goes really well with both the yellow and the red. You know, yeah, as I was always saying, you know, color matching is like your clothes. You don't want to go out wearing clothes that are mismatched too much, unless, of course, you're like me sometimes and you wear a black sock with a white sock out, and yes, people can't see it, and I don't care. But, you know, on certain things that you really want them to look nice, you kind of want your colors to match, and that was one thing I was going for too. You know, make it look really, really cool. So, you know, going around here, you know, shuttle bay work and everything. Always cool. This bit right here turned out exceptionally well. Love that. And then, of course, looking at these parallel red lines going down the center of the hull right there. You remember I had that hull color painted, that accent color painted in there. And you can see just how well that worked out for me, actually just fitting right in between those red lines. Then you have that hull color, you know, kind of darkening it up inside of the you know, inside of that detail there. Really, really, you know, came out nice. So what I will do now, so we can get those last final shots on these, is get some power. Ooh. Power for our windows, blinkies, flashies, strobies. Looks cool even just at that point right there. I love it, you know, and the cells are off. Because sometimes, you know, Sith happens. And you've got no warp power. But you've got everything else. So, and on this, every window, and I mean every window, including those pylons back there. That was some fun work. Including those pylons, you know, every window is lit. They are lit. So, those engines, we will look right here. And actually, I'm going to do something just a little bit reverse. And yes, it's going to get a little loud because those are big motors. But get some spinning going on. I love how you can see that on the inside of there without the nacelles on. Then you crank the nacelles on, the lighting, and there you go. Awesome. And then, of course, when all of the cycling goes with the RGBs and stuff, it just, you know, it really sets it off. I really like that. So, get rid of this one, get myself one to do. Have a different idea for the Bizarre Collectors yet again that I will be showing off if it works. I will really like it if it works. So, but those look cool, look great spinning. We know what they look like spinning. We shall cut them off now. Love the interior lighting going down on the grills of the nacelles. that turned out just fantastic. You know, watch the couple of videos prior to this, show you exactly how I did that. Looks really, really cool. You know, and it was it was kind of simple too, actually. It was really, really simple how I did that. And not a lot of work went into it and stuff, but you know what came out looks great. And of course the end caps, those one of a kind end caps that you won't see anywhere else as of right now. I believe there are one or two folks who are kind of wanting to take this idea and run with it a little bit and stuff. So I will be doing these for mine. They will be kind of redone, reformatted a little bit, changed up ever so slightly, but the main gist of it and everything will be the same. Those 4 spots, and you have the lights coming out, that will remain the same. The color will remain the same. The domes on the back will remain the same. And I did make those white, where previously they had been chrome, but I did make those a heavily flat white with a tiny little bit of chrome. It's like 3 parts flat white and 1 part chrome, Model Master Paint. And then I shot the whole thing down. I shot them over with frost, not dull coat, but frost over those too. I kind of wanted a flat color on those. So now let me push it forward a little bit so we can get more of a angle from it. And I'm going to kill the overhead light. And now we've just got the lighting coming from the wall. Gives us a little bit of a aura effect going on, but you still get the gist of what it looks like in total darkness. It will not be totally dark in here because I've got other lights going on. Forza Motorsports cranking on right about now. I'm gonna sit down for a minute and drive while this is uploading. But this was a fun kit. I don't think I have anything else to say about it, really. Seeing it going together and everything. Knew what it'd crank out, knew what it would come like. It's amazing how orange those impulse engines look on screen versus the deep red that you get in person. And wish there was a camera that did not alter the color of the lighting that you get in person versus what you see on camera. Or maybe there is and I just can't afford it right now. Either way, you get a little bit of sparkling effect on the hull from the Bazaar collectors. That was normal with the amount of light that gets pushed out of those RGBs. And, other than that, that'd be about it, guys. If you haven't picked up one of these, grab one. It's a awesome ship to build. And you just go to town with it, really, because getting the model kit itself together is quite easy because of the way it was tooled by round 2. Fantastic job. And those lights are adding lens flares. Kick butt Abrams. Kick butt JJ Abrams on that. Not as much as what he used though, but it goes together so easy. You can just have so much fun with this kit and do whatever you want to with it, and it all something will come out. But the overall shape of the ship you will not have a problem with. Just make your wires fit, make your lights go inside of this bit. If you got to handcraft something, go ahead and knock yourself out. It will go. So with that, I go ahead and I will continue working on another kit. And for me, it's getting back to the older kits that I've been working on, the 1701A and that Kit Bash model kit. It's time to get those two finished. Those I keep, however. But I go forth, work on this. Well, I work on this no more, except for what little bit of cleanup I do. So yeah. And those of you out there building models, keep on building. I know I'm going to, because there's nothing else I'd rather do in the world besides barbecue and eat food and take care of my kids. So you guys out there, take care. give it this last shot right here with everything going. And I will talk to you guys later.